Oh, what the hell? It's so dusty. There we go. Yeah, so I am way behind. All right. Guys, if you're just joining real quick, Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan tomorrow. That's January 14th. It is expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. As far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby in 2020, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. If you change bank accounts, you're going to have to claim a stimulus check when you file your 2020 tax returns. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, you can receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return and marking no one can claim you as a dependent. If you're not required to file a tax return but still want to receive those stimulus checks, you're going to want to file a $0 tax return and 2020 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit. Okay? So guys, I am like so behind. So I'm posting this final TikTok, but I thought I'd go live on YouTube first. So I'm only live on YouTube right now. And then I'm gonna go live on YouTube and Instagram. Like I'm super behind. But yeah, so I just wanted to get you guys in. So let me just finish this video and then yeah. I'm putting my subtitle on now. Oh no, not that. Yeah, guys, I am about to go live. Hi, guys. Yeah, you guys are like super early. I'm like way behind. So I'm just getting everything set up. I haven't even gone live on TikTok yet. I'm posting my final video for today. So you guys are first. So the subtitles take like the longest time. When I make my videos, guys, like I put subtitles, it takes so long. I'm about to like hire someone to do this. Okay, this is the last subtitle. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah, you're good early. You guys can see how I go live. So right now, I'm making sure the subtitles match up. See, that one was kind of off. Okay, so now I'm about to post this. And so I'm gonna hit next, and then I'm gonna just put like Biden's plan. I'm thinking of what I should put. Biden's plan. Do we put Biden's plan drops tomorrow? Yeah, as the caption. Biden's plan drops tomorrow. And then we'll just put hashtag stimulus. Y'all okay with that caption? Biden's plan drops tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to cover all you guys' questions. I'm just really behind. I'm just getting you guys behind the scenes right now. Biden's Mariah says yes. Biden's plan drops tomorrow. Yes. Okay. 2 yeses. I'm okay with that. So we'll just post that. So that's post. I'm posting them on TikTok. Okay. So now I'm getting my phone ready for perfect caption. Awesome. Now I'm getting my phone ready for Instagram. And so this is my ring light. I'll turn this light on. So this is the ring light that I use. And I put one phone on this side and one phone right here. So that's what I'm about to do right now. First I gotta post these. I'll post the videos later. So I usually like go post them on Facebook and Instagram and like all that. But like, dude, we're like way behind. Okay. So next, so I set my phone up right here. All right. So I set my phone right here. So the first thing I'll probably go live on. So I go live on TikTok first because TikTok takes a while. TikTok takes a while, like for people like to start showing up. So I'll go live on TikTok first. Biden's plan drops tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna set this one up. So right now, guys, if you guys can see this, I don't know if you can see it. Will it focus? Okay, it tells you how many followers are online like right now. So right now we have, it's like white screening it out. Anyways, right now it says 1 million followers are online. So that's how many followers that's how many followers we have online right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go live. And then the next thing I do is I turn off this light. And then, haha, you guys can see me. And I just turn on the ring light so it can kind of give that effect. Okay. And then, so now, right now, it says I have 0 live in TikTok. So now I'm going to go push up Instagram. And yeah, so now I'm going live on Instagram. So I have 2 phones to go live on Instagram. And there's 4 people in TikTok right now. There's 4 people in there. Okay. So now I'm going live on Instagram. TikTok. Right now I'm going live on Instagram. So guys, right now I'm going live on Instagram. Bam. Now we're live on Instagram. The next thing I'm going to do, guys, you see my voice change? My voice changes. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is go live on Facebook. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Like always, I will get into what we're going to cover. If you ever want to know, like, hey, what's the recap? Or what's the recap of the live? You can always watch it on YouTube. And there's where the recap is at. So Biden's plan, remember YouTube? We said we're going to put Biden's plan drops tomorrow. So that's going to be the name of the live. So Biden's plan drops tomorrow. Okay. What's up, Instagram? Oh my God, you got to possibly see. Okay. Hi, guys. So now we're live on Instagram. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Facebook. And we're live on YouTube. You guys are my favorites. Okay. Anyways. So here's kind of what the stimulus update is for January 13th. Biden is expected to drop. Thank you so much for those gifts, guys. Look at for 100 gifts. Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar plan tomorrow. This is a multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan that he's expected to drop tomorrow. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, to forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccination. Now, as far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby or babies, let's say you had twins, you had some quadruplets, you had some triplets, if you had any of those in 2020, you would receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. So you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. Also, if you change your bank accounts and you have not received a stimulus check, like a check in the mail, if you have not received a debit card, you are going to want to claim the recovery rebate credits when you file your 2020 tax return. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, you will receive both You can receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return and marking nobody can claim me as a dependent. So that's really important, guys. If you have this agreement with your parents, like, you know, you tired of them claiming you, and you know what, they'll claim you anymore, you're simply going to want to file a 2020 tax return and make sure you put nobody can claim me as a dependent. There is going to be a question. It's going to be one, oh, look at that. You know, guys, it's really important that if you watch this live, I need to see this emoji. I need to know that you're paying attention, that you are taking notes. So let me see that you guys are taking notes. YouTube notes. Let me see that I'm speaking fast, taking notes, okay? So this is really important. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, or like you're a college student, you're going to want to file your own tax return, and you're going to want to, it's really important that you mark that no one can claim me as a dependent. It's going to be one of the first questions that you get asked. Look at those. I see the note takers now. That's really important. See the note takers. I like to answer questions to people who are taking notes. It's really important that you do that. Also, if you are not normally required to file a tax return, let's say, thank you so much for those gifts, President. I see you trying to go for 100. Can you do it? Uh-oh, looks like Bright Nicole is trying to compete with you. Who's going to hit 100 first, President or Bright? If you are not required to file a tax return but still want the stimulus check, you're going to want to file a $0 2020 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit. So that's kind of what's going on right now. So the date to remember, thank you. Look at Bright Nicole back in the game. Who's going to hit 100 first? President just dropped out. Look, Leia stepping in. Look at President coming back. Oh, dang, President, you had it. Okay, cool. All right, so that's kind of what's going on right now. So the date to remember, it's really important, is tomorrow. I mean, you can't forget it. You can't forget it. So the date to remember is tomorrow. That's January 14th. That is when we are expected to learn about Biden's plan. So that should be exciting. And remember, guys, we all made a promise. Everyone who's been a consistent live viewer, you said, well, this isn't a plan. But if the 2K stimulus checks get passed, there is one thing that you guys promised that you're going to do. It involves two shoulders. Okay? It's so simple. Oh, snap. Getting into it. Do the 2K stimmy, do the 2K stimmy, do the 2K stimmy. That's the dance that we're going to do if these 2K stimulus checks get passed. That was the promise that you guys made me, and you guys have me doing it every single day, every time I go live. So I'm holding up my end of the deal. You guys hold up yours. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to all the regular YouTube videos. What up, Jolene? Welcome back. Ducky, Judy, Blanca, Sarah, Ducky. All you guys, welcome back. John, welcome back. Ducky, Lisa, Cindy, Dakota, Bobby, and Angel. Ava, welcome back. Jocelyn. All right, Brandon, Sarah. Any new ones? Brandon, Judy. What up, Judy? What up, Nicole? Welcome back. Erica, Brandon, Honda, the gamer. Yes. Let me see. What up, Mealy Day Cruz? Welcome, Ingrid. Welcome back, Ingrid. Awesome, guys. So yeah, I'm just saying hi to all of you people on YouTube. That's, guys, if you want to know my YouTube, that's where I answer most of the questions. It's at Duke Loves Taxes. So that's my YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. So now I'm gonna, right before I get into the questions, YouTube is my favorite. Guys, right before I get into the questions, I'm going to go over a recap, and then I'm going to jump into those questions, okay? So give me a heads up if you want to recap, throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. And one rule that it's for me, guys, if you see me getting the, oh, look at DGB with the 100. I saw that. Guys, if you're new, awesome. Guys, and if you're from the For You page, let me know you're from the For You page. Just do me one favor. If you see me getting distracted, just say, focus, Duke, focus. Yeah, because I get distracted very quickly. Okay, so here's the agenda. I'm going to do a recap, and then I'm going to look at these questions. Okay, so Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan tomorrow. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. As far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby, you weren't pregnant, you had a baby in 2020, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limit. So if you had twins, you will receive $2,200. If you had triplets, you would receive an additional $3,300. If you had quadruplets, you would receive an additional $4,400. So that's an $1,100 for each additional baby that you had in 2020, or each additional baby that you are claiming in 2020. Okay, so you will receive that additional stimulus check if your income is below those limits. Those limits are 75. Well, it's going to be head of household. So for you guys, it's going to be head of household. So the only number you're going to really need to know is $112,500. So if your income level is below $112,500, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby that you had in 2020. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent in 2020, so when you file your tax return in these next couple of months, or dang, we got 87 on YouTube. What up, YouTube? Also, there's 86 of y'all watching now, and only 27 likes. Let's change that. When I look up here, I want to see that number drastically change. If you are not required to file a 2020 tax return, but you still want to receive the stimulus checks, both of them, you're going to want to file. If you're no longer, I just got lost. Let me start over. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, you can receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return and marking no one can claim you as a dependent. It's really important that you there's going to be a question. It's going to be one of the first questions you get asked when you file your 2020 tax return. It's going to say, can someone claim you as a dependent? If you want the stimulus check, if you sick and tired of your parents claiming you, if you want the stimulus check, make sure you put no. Okay? So make sure you put no. That's the only requirement. And file that 2020 tax return. Make sure you walk through each step, claim that recovery rebate credit, and you will receive those stimulus checks that you missed out on in 2020. You will receive them in 2021. If you are not required to file a tax return, but you still want the stimulus checks, right? So you're not required because let's say you're a stay-at-home mom, or you don't make any money, or you make $0. You can still receive those stimulus checks by filing a $0 tax return. So you're gonna file a $0 2020 tax return, and it's really important that you claim the recovery rebate credit. I see you guys. So make sure you get this emoji out. Let me see this emoji because this is really important what I'm about to tell you. Write down tomorrow, okay? Make sure if you're taking notes that you write down tomorrow, because that is when Joe Biden is expected to release his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan. So make sure you write that down. That is the recap. And I see you guys writing out. That is the recap. And like I said, I'm going to jump into these questions. I'm going to start with Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and then YouTube. Okay. Okay. Hey, Duke. So now we're the questions on Instagram. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for all saying hi. Hello. We getting a deposit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll able to answer your question. Awesome. All right. Yes, unemployment. So yeah, unemployment, you're going to want to check with your state. That's what's really important for there. Our college dependents getting a stimulus check. So in this plan, we don't know. So it's going to be released tomorrow. But if you are no longer a college dependent and your parents are no longer claiming you, You can receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return. And yeah. Oh, look, nobody watching on Facebook. What up? Look. I smile when I look at YouTube. Look at Millie De Cruz tomorrow. TikTok brought me over here. What up, Jennifer? Welcome from TikTok. Amy, is it going to be $2,000 per person? We don't know yet. That would be cool. That's what's being expected, but hopefully. Andrea, what form is for filing 00? So when you file your a $0 tax return, the name of the form is called Form 1040. So Form 1040. Form 1040 is a fancy way of saying your personal tax return. Your personal tax return. So when I say your personal tax return, I'm pretty much saying Form 1040. But instead of me saying Form 1040, instead of me saying personal tax return, just use TurboTax. Okay? So when you file with TurboTax, that's pretty much what you're doing. You're filing your personal tax return. So that's welcome, Rhea. You're new here. Awesome. Okay, so let's start back over. We're going back to Instagram. We're going Instagram. We're gonna answer a question on Instagram. We're gonna answer a question on TikTok. Hit Facebook. Then we're gonna hit YouTube. So love that you keep us posted. Absolutely. Will there be something new for unemployment when it expires in March? Okay, so it's a plan that Biden that we're going to talk about. Hopefully, we're going to see something like extended federal unemployment benefits. So remember, it's really important that I'm saying the word federal. Make sure you write. Let me see it. Federal. Federal. Okay, so unemployment is primarily administered by the state. Okay, so it's administered by the state. So when you file unemployment, your state's paying that. So eventually your state's going to run out of money. So that's what happens, or you don't qualify for unemployment anymore. Okay, so what happens is the federal government is giving these states money. So right now, the federal government is giving these states an additional $300 so they can give the unemployed an additional $300 to what they are already paying them. So if you don't normally qualify for unemployment benefits, right? So it's zero. It's still potential that you can receive an additional $300 because the federal government is paying an additional $300 on top of what the state is paying. So if your state is paying $200 and the federal government is paying an additional $300, well, now you're receiving $500 per week. Okay, so the federal government is giving $300 each week until March. So that's when it's expected to cease. Okay, so hopefully in Biden's plan, there is something in there that extends the federal part of the unemployment benefits. That was a great question. Time for fraud. Don't do fraud. That's not a good idea. What's the student loan forgiveness requirements? So, don't know. I haven't read the plan yet. Bruh. If you want to check any unemployment questions, it's really important you check with your state. Hello, I know you mentioned about student loan forgiveness. Would you need to apply? No idea. So we'll hear about that tomorrow. Sorry. Look at Sarah wrote down federal. Federal. Okay, so I'm gonna start the question. Yeah, I'll do a recap after I finish this. How can we get stimulus if we're over 18? But you can't, if you're being claimed as a dependent, you're not going to be eligible. Thank you for those gifts. Really appreciate that. You won't be able to receive a stimulus. So you want to make sure you're not being claimed as a dependent. Do you have to have custody of your child from the state? Can you receive the stimulus? You don't have to have custody of your child to claim them as a dependent. Thank you so helpful. You're welcome. Or someone in the comments have, if my spouse is undocumented, do they get the stimulus? You have to have a social security number. Okay. If I owe taxes, are they taking my stimulus? So they're not taking your second stimulus check. We're gonna hit the stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Who lit for that 2K stimmy? Okay. So let's promise me you guys are gonna do the 2K stimmy. Okay. So let's jump back into this recap. So this is the stimulus update for January 13th, 2021. Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion dollar stimulus plan tomorrow. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. As far as the $600 stimulus, focus. As far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby, if you had twins, if you had triplets, if you had quadruplets, decaruplets, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. So if you have a baby and you're claiming them as a dependent, this is your first time having a baby, your filing status is now head of household. So it's really important that you do not claim single because you will miss out on so many benefits. If you had a baby or if you're claiming any dependent, you're going to be qualified as head of household, okay? So if your income for head of household is below $112,500, you will receive the maximum stimulus amount when you file your tax return. And that also goes if, you didn't receive any stimulus check. So you can claim that when you file your 2020 tax return. But for this case, I'm talking about right now. If you had a baby in 2020, you're entitled to an additional $1,100 per baby that you had in 2020. Also, if you change your bank account and you have not received your stimulus check, like the check in the mail. Sorry, that was really. All right, so if you have not received your stimulus check or your stimulus debit card in the mail, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credits when you file your 2020 tax return. The recovery rebate credit is the same thing as the stimulus check. So if you did not receive any part of your stimulus check, if you have not received the stimulus check for your dependents, let's say you got it for yourself, right? You got it for yourself, but you did not receive it for your dependents, well, you're also going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit. You know who else can claim the recovery rebate credit? College dependents that's no longer being claimed by their parents. So if you are an adult dependent where your parents claimed you in 2019 or 2018, and they are no longer claiming you in 2020, you can also get these stimulus checks when you file your 2020 tax return by claiming the recovery rebate credit. It's really important that when you're filing your 2020 tax return, guys, make sure you're taking notes. If you're an adult dependent, let me see it. It's really important if you are no longer an adult dependent, and when you are filing your 2020 tax return, that you're going to be asked a question. Can someone claim you as a dependent? Strawberry Gang, what's up? You're going to be asked a question. Can someone claim you as a dependent? You're going to want to make sure you mark no. If you mark yes, no stimulus check for you. No stimulus check para ti. Okay, so make sure you mark no. Also, if you're not required to file a tax return because you make no money, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, you want the stimulus checks because you did not receive them, you are also going to want to file a 2020 tax return, but you're going to file a $0 tax return. $0. Okay, so the only thing you're going to do is you're going to fill out the information. So I have a video on YouTube, guys. I also have a video on YouTube walking you through this. So you feel like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Don't worry, I got you. If you look at my video on YouTube, how to claim the recovery rebate credit, you can go to the link in my bio. It's like right there. That video walks you step by step how to claim the recovery rebate credit. So it ensures that you get every single dollar that you are entitled to. So what's the most important takeaway from this recap is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day, the day that we have all been waiting for. So I want to applaud you guys for making it this far. But tomorrow is when we hear about Biden's stimulus plan. It's supposed to be a big, massive stimulus plan. So that's where we are at today. I'm going to start with YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm going to knock out some of these questions on YouTube. Then I'm going to check out Facebook. Then I'll look at TikTok and I'll look at Instagram. Guys, if you want to check out my YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. At Duke Loves Taxes. That's where you can find my YouTube. So my daughter is a dual enrolled high school student at 18. I claim her as a dependent, received money for her one first, but not on the second one. So you probably received, I'm not sure why you would receive, unless they went off the 2018 tax return, because they have to be under the age of 17. So I'm not 100% sure. Uh-oh. My phone's about to die. Question: if I had to do a recovery rebate credit for first and stimulus check and I already filed, how do I get the third? I'm not sure what the third's going off of. So we'll hear about that tomorrow in Biden's plan, hopefully. Yeah, how does it take to become an EA? Depends how much time you put into it. It's all up to you. And you can represent your client before the IRS. Look, bro, I'm just trying to get this 2K. You better do that. If you want the 2K, all you gotta do is do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy, do the 2K stimmy, and like all your problems start to go away. Okay? Thank you for those flyer emojis. You cannot update your bank payment online. Thank you for always keeping us updated. Thank you for saying thank you. No, you cannot change your bank payment online. All right. For Instagram. What's up, Instagram? I got a question in my little bubble. Kata, what's this question? Well, I just want to be 100% sure. My aunt was claimed in 2019, so she couldn't get. It doesn't show me the full question. It doesn't show me. It doesn't show me the full question. That's right. How do I get credit for 2019 for my daughter? She's now an adult dependent, so I didn't get it for this. So she's an adult dependent. She's gonna have, if you want that stimulus check, you're gonna have to file it on her own. So you won't get credit for it, but you can still claim as a dependent. But as far as the stimulus check, yeah, they're gonna have to file their own. Mid-year, I adopted a child last year, 2020, got no stimulus check for myself nor my son. If you are entitled to a stimulus check you did not receive, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit when you file your 2020 tax return. If you got unemployment, what's up, Cherie? If you got unemployment benefits due to not working during the COVID package, do we file taxes or does that? Yeah, so if you receive any type of unemployment benefits, and this is my sister asking this question, so hi, Cherie. If you received any type of unemployment benefits in 2020, you're going to receive Form 1099-G, okay? So 1099-G is going to come in the mail by January 31st. You're going to use that form to file your 2020 tax return. Now, here's how unemployment compensation works, okay? So unemployment is taxable income. It's taxable. So you're going to have to pay taxes on it. So and let's say if you had, let's say you made, let's say you had received $10,000 in unemployment and you're in a 10% tax bracket. Well, you're going to have to pay $1,000 in taxes. So that's how taxable income works when we're talking about unemployment. So it's really important, guys, if you're now receiving unemployment, that you have with taxes withheld. You have taxes withheld from that. Now, if you are receiving some type of refund because you had a child or something like that, well, that could offset that as well. So if you received unemployment income, look for Form 1099-G in the mail. It'll be sent to you, and you're going to use that to file your tax return. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you in box 1 the amount of unemployment compensation that you have received, and then in box like 2 or 3 or around in that area, it's going to tell you how many federal taxes have been withheld. Great question. Okay, so if I'm 17 and if I had a baby in 2020, yes. So if you had a baby in 2020, you do qualify for additional stimulus credits. Okay, so and then that's $1,100 for each baby you had. An additional $1,100 plus what you're gonna get. What's up, YouTube? What up, Strawberry Game? What up, Maria? What's up? Thank you for the answer in advance. Oh, okay, look at that. Thanks for the answer in advance. When you guys say thank you. I resigned in April. How do I file my tax? I have 2 kids, 16 and 10. I file single. So this year, okay, so you're going to want to file head of household, especially if you are claiming your children. It's really important that you do file head of household, or you're going to be missing out on a lot. So you're gonna file your tax return like you normally do. You're gonna use a software like TurboTax or hire a tax professional like myself. But you would just file your tax return just like normal. I haven't received it. Texas, what up, Texas? I did my taxes today, but only got $500 for my baby born in 2020. I'm head of household, and no one else can claim them. Hey, bro. I did my taxes today, but only got $500. There's something that you must have entered wrong. Something. Unless your income's too high. I don't know your income. I don't know your entire situation, but I don't know. Do you have to reapply for unemployment? You're gonna want to check with your state. How do we get the student loan forgiveness as it is an audit? So we're still waiting on that. We're waiting on the official guidance. Guys, let's do a quick recap. Who wants to recap? If you just joined, who wants to recap? Also, if you're watching from TikTok, let me know if you're from the For You page. What up, For You page? Let me know if you're from the For You page. What up, For You page? Okay. So here, let's do a recap. So this was update for January 13th. 2021. Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan tomorrow. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks to forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans and free COVID-19 vaccinations. Now, as far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby in 2020, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby. I see you guys with the pen. It's really important that you guys let me know you're taking notes by, and that's how you get your question answers too. If I see that and Strawberry, it's over with. You will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limit. So if you had a baby and you're claiming them on your tax return, it's really important that you make sure you mark head of household so you qualify for some additional credits like earned income tax credit, child tax credit. All these credits we're having. All these credits we're having a baby. If you change your bank account, you're going to have to claim the stimulus check when you file your 2020 tax return if you have not received a check in the mail or a debit card. Also, if your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent and you want that stimulus check, you're going to want to file a 2020 tax return. And it's really important, let me see it, that you're taking notes. It's really important that you make sure you mark that you cannot be claimed as a dependent. Also, if you are not required to file a tax return, let's say your income's below the limits, or you just don't make any money, and you still want those stimulus checks, you're going to want to file a $0 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit there. So, and the big takeaway from this is, it's a big takeaway, it's pretty big. It is that there's supposed to be a big stimulus plan dropping tomorrow. Supposed to be a multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan dropping tomorrow. So guys, if you want to stay updated on that, make sure you continue to follow me. Check out my page where when I post updates. I'm gonna start posting more updates on Twitter. It seems like I can get updates really fast on Twitter and also in Discord. So if you're not following me on Twitter and you want these updates, like when I hear them, follow me on Twitter. It's at Duke Loves Taxes. Garrett, what's up? It's Duke. Where can we apply for the PPP grant? So the PPP is actually not a grant. It's going to be a forgivable. It's a loan that's potentially forgivable. Guys, if you want to apply for the PPP, so the PPP is the PPP is a forgivable loan for business owners or if you have like a side hustle or something like that. Oh, guys, thank you for following me on Twitter. I just got 2 new followers. Holy snap. All I got to do is ask you guys to follow me on Twitter. You'll actually do that? Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. Whoa. Holy snap. It's just like Twitter. Yeah, guys, you want some updates, follow me on Twitter. The PPP is a loan for small business owners. And if you have like a side hustle, it's potentially forgivable. Okay, let me, because Instagram, I'd be curving Instagram. What up, Stevie Dad? Did it to K Stevie? Nothing yet. Our student loans being offset this year. So that's what so they're probably gonna be offset every year. I'm not 100% sure on what the official guidance is, but we'll still help. Any updates on immigrants? Not at the moment. Hopefully we'll get all that figured out tomorrow. When do you think we'll get our next stimulus check? Please, we'll figure that out tomorrow. My son is 19 years old. Can I still claim them? Yeah, you can still claim them, but you may not get like the earned income tax credit or the child tax credit, but you can absolutely still claim them. So you can claim like the head of household status. Are they holding up the refund with EIC and CDC every year? Every year. So guys, if you're claiming the earned income tax credit or the child, any of those, that's what the PATH Act. That's always going to be held up to February 15th. Where can we apply for the PPP? So if you want to apply for the PPP, you want to do it with a bank. It does not have to be your bank, but you can apply for the PPP from the bank. I have mail out date for the 6th, but still not. So if your stimulus update says you have a mail out date and you have not received that stimulus check or you have not received that debit card, by the time you file your 2020 tax return, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credits on your 2020 tax bill. That's Dove how she posted her question. Yeah. Also, guys, if we receive this 2K stimulus check, remember you guys promised me. You promised me 2 shoulders. You promised me 2 shoulders. And it's very simple. The 2K stimmy. Let me stand up for this one. Let me stand up for this one. Okay? Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2Ks, then you do the 2Ks. It's really simple, guys. Even if you know how to dance. And if you're at home right now, I want you to focus. Focus on the right shoulder. Think this shoulder. And just kind of move. And then now you're doing the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. Do the 2K stimmy. That is the 2K stimmy, guys. You can do it how you want. You can do the 2K stimmy, guys. Woo! Then that's the problem. You can do it how you want. You can do it how you want. Ain't no judging on the 2K stimmy. Ain't nobody judging on the 2K stimmy. Woo! What up, YouTube? What up, baby? Exactly. Dude, what up, Jackie? Can you get the stimulus if you're 16 and not being claimed as a dependent? Yes. Can you go over the information about how we can use our 2019 self-employed income on 7202? Yeah, so Form 7202 is the Form 7202 is the form you're going to fill out if you want to claim the self-employed sick and family leave tax credit. This is a refundable credit of up to $15,110. If you have, I have a video on YouTube, like walking it through it. If you guys would like to see a video on how to claim the PPP, if you guys would like to see a video on how to claim the fill out form 7202, let me know in the comment sections, and I'll put that on my list this weekend to do a YouTube video for you guys, so I can make that. And it's tax season right now, so we're getting paid pretty good money. So we're gonna buy some new equipment, and we're just gonna hook this thing up. So yeah, so if you guys want to see some new videos on that, let me know. My daughter said we have issues. She knows nothing about the STEMI. Do the 2K. Focus. Focus. Okay. Focus. Focus. Look at Terry on Facebook. That's the first person I think I've seen on Facebook do it. Facebook is like, my Facebook is like no action on the live. It's a hot Facebook. Please put both on YouTube. Where are you from? From Dallas, Texas. Yeah, still going for you. Yeah. Yes, please. Mono's Automotive. Welcome back. Mono's Automotive Detailing. Sarah, can you please drop some music on TikTok for the 2Ks? I wish somebody could like make them like, okay, so if you guys have not seen my TikTok on the 2K thingy, if you are a DJ watching this or you are a producer, go check out my video on the 2K thingy and please put a beat behind there. Also, guys, go tag a producer or go in the comment section on my video, the 2K Stimmy, and just, I don't know, it's a potential that thing could blow up. Who knows? Also, if you're from the For You page, let me know if you're from the For You page and what video brought you here. Or if you're just like, my live's on the For You page. It's my live on the For You page, or did a video bring you to our For You page? Hey, Duke, I wasn't able to file taxes last year due to not making enough money. Can I? Yeah, so you can file this year. You can file a $0 tax return. Is it 2,000 only for adults? We'll know for sure tomorrow. No FYI, or is it FYI or FYP? FYP. What up, FYP? You're here from the live? So the live's on the For You page. Video, live. Awesome. Dope. Me, you're live on the For You. I'm live on the For You page. What up, TikTok? Put me live on the For You page. Guys, I'm weird, okay? So if you join us, you're like, who is this guy? My name's Duke. I love taxes. I own a tax business. I help small business owners with their taxes and their QuickBooks and their bookkeeping. And yeah, and I really, really love what I do. I really enjoy keeping up with the tax laws, with the stimulus updates. So that's what I love absolutely doing. Hi, Terry. I searched 7202 and got your page. Yeah, guys, I believe if you search 7202, like one of my videos is like that at least in the top 5. So if you search something, you should see my face. It probably looks something like this. Yeah, because I don't have a YouTube. I tried to make a YouTube thumbnail. And I was like, I don't care. Like it's like I don't have time to make a YouTube thumbnail. So it just kind of probably caught my face while I was talking. These are all my YouTube thumbnails. So wrong. So yeah, because like I have time to be making the YouTube thumbnails. It's just always me in the middle of talking. Oh well. I was trying to make YouTube. I'm just like, I don't care. What it is, what it is. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. Yeah, so let's okay, guys, let's do a recap real quick. So we got some people asking for a recap, and we have not done a recap real quick. So here's a stimulus update for January 13, 2021. Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan tomorrow. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. As far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby in 2020, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. So that limit is going to be $112,500 if you're head of household, and it's going to be $150,000 if you're married filing jointly. So remember, guys, if you had a baby, your filing status and you're claiming a baby, your filing status is no longer single. Your filing status is now head of household. Congratulations, everyone. Give these new mothers a pat on the back. My sister's awesome new mother. Also, if you change your bank account, you're going to have to claim the stimulus check when you file your 2020 tax return if you have not received a check in the mail or your debit card. You're going to want to claim your stimulus check when you file your 2020 tax return by claiming the recovery rebate credit. If your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, you can still receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return and marking "No one can claim me as a dependent." Write that down. No one can claim me as a dependent. If someone can claim me as a dependent, then I don't know what to say. Okay. And if you are not required to file a tax return, but you still want the stimulus check, let's say because you don't make enough money or something like that, you can still file a $0 tax return to claim that to claim the recovery rebate credit. So let's say your income is below $12,400, right? $12,400 for earned income, and from self-employment income is below $400, right? So if you don't have any self-employment income and your earned income is less than $12,400, you're typically not required to file a tax return because you did not make enough money. But let's say you still want this stimulus check because you want the IRS, hey, bro, give my money, give my money. What's up? Well, you can still claim you're going to want to file a $0 tax return and claim that recovery rebate credit by doing that. Terry, these videos are so helpful. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for following me, and thank you for saying this is helpful. I really appreciate that. You can't, guys, you can't double dip the stimulus. I guess you can't answer my question. Don't say that, sir. So I guess not. Let me see. What's this question? So status not available means I'm not getting a stimulus. Okay, so in recent time, if your status said not available, the IRS pushed regulations ahead. I mean, you didn't get the stimulus check. That is no longer true. So if you guys are not in my Discord, you might want to check there. Also, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I can give you more instant updates on Twitter. So make sure if you guys are not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter if you want instant updates. I typically post a video at night. So if your status says not available, there's people who are still getting stimulus check. So at this point, if you do not receive a stimulus check by the time you file your 2020 tax return, that's when you want to claim that recovery rebate credit. Can I do a non-filer? So the non-filer thing is shut down. So the non-filer thing is shut down. So the new non-filer tool is filing a $0 tax return. That is the new non-filer tool. Okay. All right, guys, going ahead and I'm gonna wrap these lives up. If you haven't, I'm gonna start being more consistent on Twitter. So posting like updates on there. But my thing is, guys, if you appreciate these lives, first of all, can you tell me, like scale 1 to 10, how valuable are these lives? How valuable how much value do you see in these lives? Say, Duke, I love your lives. Duke, I hate your lives. Duke, your lives are okay. But let me know in the comment section, do you say, I love these lives? Or say, I don't. Let me know right now. For everyone who's watching, I'm watching this 3 people on Facebook, 10 valuable, all that. Okay? 10, thank you so much. You're absolutely welcome. 100,000 dollars. I love your lives. I love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Awesome, guys. If you love this lives, please come back tomorrow. And if you want to show any type of value or appreciation for all this stuff I'm doing for you, I gotta ask you something back. Can you please subscribe to my YouTube if you have not already? My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. Also, if you would like more instant updates where I can just tweet it, Make sure you follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is at Duke Loves Taxes. And if you want to see me strike a pose, you want to see me, you want to see me, you want to see me, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's also at Duke Loves Taxes. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow's the day. And the 2K stimmy did it too. I'm in a 2K stimmy my butt to bed. Been a 2K stimmy 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 to bed. Somebody better be screen recording this. I've been a 2K stimmy to bed. I've been a 2K stimmy to bed. 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 Been a 2K stimmy to bed while I in this live. I'm a 2K stimmy while I in this live. I'm a 2K stimmy while I in this live. In this live. In this live. In this live. Instagram, bye bye. Instagram, bye bye. Instagram, bye. I ended. I Insta. TikTok. TikTok. Been a 2K stimmy to bed. Been a 2K stimmy to bed. Been a 2K stimmy in this life. 2K stimmy in this life. Been a 2K stimmy in this. Been a 2K stimmy in this life. TikTok. Bye bye. TikTok. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you guys tomorrow. Been a 2K stimmy to bed. All right, guys. My YouTube is lagging. All right. What's up, YouTube? That was a pretty good live. I think that was pretty good. For guys who have liked this live, this is 82 likes. I'm noticing. My YouTube is. My YouTube is it lagging, guys? Okay, now it's good. Okay. Yeah, I need some water. Zara? Help Zara. Let me see. What's her question? Zara, I didn't have a baby, but I got custody of my little brother in January 2020. Can I get a stimulus for him? He's 15. See me, please. Okay, so yeah, you actually could. So yeah, it's any child that you're claiming under the age of 17. So yeah, that was a great question. So it's any child dependent that you're claiming under the age of 17. That was a good question. Zara, was I able to help you? Is it still lagging, guys? Yeah. I'm glad. I'm so glad you guys really teamed up to point out that question, because it's really cool seeing it at least on my end, guys. Like Zara. I'm like, okay, who's Zara? Who's Zara? So I really appreciate you guys for all you guys. That's so cool. That's so cool. You guys were able to like get together and make sure I got that question answered. So that was so cool, guys. I really appreciate that. You guys are so awesome. It's like you just guys just amaze me every day. Can you see me? I see you. That's right. Just join. Can you repeat the updates? Yeah. I want to know if I was able to answer Zala's question first. I'm looking for your name. So I'm seeing if their name comes back up. Have you guys seen their name come back up since I answered it? Mm. Oh, was it? Is there two? I didn't have a baby, but I got custom on a birthday. Yeah, so he's under the age of 17. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, guys. So we got their question. We got your question answered. Let me know if we got your question answered, or if you have you need any additional like information. Just let me know. Okay, I want to make sure that question is answered. Okay, so hopefully that question is answered. Yes. Okay. Yes. So yes. All right. So before I move on, I want to make sure that question is answered. And you guys, I really appreciate you guys for teaming up with me. So let's talk about a recap. So Biden is expected to drop his multi-trillion-dollar stimulus plan tomorrow, January 14th. It's expected to include $2,000 stimulus checks, to forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. As far as these $600 stimulus checks, if you had a baby in 2020, whether you have twins, whether you have triplets, quadruplets, you will receive an additional $1,100 for each baby if your income is below the limits. So if this is your first time being a mother or a father, first of all, congratulations. And if you are claiming your child or your dependent, you're no longer going to claim single. You're going to make sure you mark head of household. If you change your bank account, you're going to have to claim the stimulus check where you. That was weird. If you change your bank account, you're going to have to claim the stimulus check when you file your 2020 tax return if you have not received that check or that debit card. Also, if your parents are no longer claiming you as a dependent, you can receive both stimulus checks by filing a 2020 tax return, and make sure that you mark that you cannot be claimed as a dependent. That's really important. If your parents are, so if you're not required to file a tax return but still want to get the stimulus checks, you're going to want to file a $0 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the question. I'm going to start from the bottom. Will it be $1,100 for my brother if I have custody as well? So it's going to be $1,100. Exactly. It'll be It'll be $500 from the first one and $600 for this time. Yeah. And you'll also qualify for other additional credit. Well, I think that's the other thing. But yeah, for the stimulus check, as long as he's under the age of 17 when you file your 20 tax return, as long as your income is below the limit. So that's the only qualification, as long as your income is below the limits. Yes. And if they don't give you that stimulus check, I'm gonna beat them up. Fairness first place. Why do the IRS not deposit dependent stimulus same day as adults? I don't know. But hey, did you get your dependent first place? Did you get your $600 dependent? And if so, what was that gap? If so, what was that gap between when you received yours and when you received your dependent, if you received yours? Hey, so my fiance didn't have a bank account last year, but she has one now. Can she claim both the stimulus check and the coming one? Yeah, and she has not received a check in the mail. Thank you, Philip. Thanks, Philip. Philip answered some questions. Thanks, Philip, for answering questions. We got help in this thing. What up, Philip? I haven't even seen you. So thank you, Philip. Also, everyone else say thank you. So everyone else say thank you to Philip. I want to say thank you to Philip. Thanks, Philip. Really appreciate that. How do we file zero taxes? So you just won't put any income. So when you file your tax return, just fill in your information. You use a software like TurboTax. Judy, what up, Judy? What if they? How do we do that? Wait, so is it we don't? I don't know if it's $2,000 per adult yet. We'll find that out tomorrow. That's the plan. If they do the federal PUA retro, but no longer in unemployment, will I get the retro? So I heard this time around that they're not doing retro actually. So that they passed the 1,400 for a second stimulus check? Not yet. Philip, do you know what the cap is? Sue, is it $200 only for 2,000? Don't know what it is for yet. Do you know if we get the 2K or is it just for household? So don't know anything about the 2K till tomorrow what that plan is going to be. What are the advantages and disadvantages of filing head of household over married filing jointly? Well, it's more beneficial to file married filing jointly because you get a higher standard deduction. So there's always more benefits of filing from what I see. And if you're married filing, first of all, if you're married filing jointly, you can either file married filing jointly or married file separately. Okay, but you can file one spouse can file married file separately, and one spouse can file head of household if there is a dependent. But typically, if you're married filing jointly, you can either file married file jointly or married file separately, and one's a head of household. Typically, there's always now you can work with someone like a tax professional, and where they can do it in their tax software. So, like in my tax software, it allows me to do a married filing jointly and a married file separately comparison. So I'm able to see like, okay, which one's more beneficial, filing jointly, filing separately. 9 times out of 10, it is jointly. I hope they make the, yeah, me too. That'd be dope. Guys, the comments just jumped all over the place. I lost my spot. All right, thanks, dude. Gotta go to bed. But 2K stimmy to bed. Thank you for the information, making it so easy. Thank you for saying thank you, and I'm glad I was able to answer your question. What if they do that? Yeah, I can answer that. Hi, Duke. My parents never claimed me for the 2019 passing, but haven't received any stimulus checks. Single and college student. P.S. They tell me I wasn't eligible because it was my first time. So if you probably didn't receive a stimulus check, it's probably because you didn't file a 2018 or 2019 tax return. If that's the case and you want to receive the stimulus checks, you're just simply going to want to file a 2020 tax return. Plug in your information, make sure you claim the recovery rebate credit, and you will receive both of those stimulus checks if your income is below the threshold. And I'm assuming that you're probably going to be filing. I'm assuming your filing status is going to be 75. I'm assuming your filing status is going to be single, and that threshold is $75,000. The TCF didn't receive the second stimmy yet. If it doesn't come, how do I get it? Stay at home. Recovery rebate credit. So you're going to file a 2020 tax return. Who is getting the 22,000 stimulus? Don't know if that plan comes out. You're the best. Ingrid, thank you, Philip. Is it 2,000 only for adults? Don't know yet. Good night, dude. Good night, Ingrid. Thank you for saying good night. Not for the $600. I'll read my section, but not my daily person. Not sure. Will it be 2K payment or are they implementing something monthly? Don't know yet. So if your unemployment run out, or if they owe you back, will you get it still? Not sure if they do. Not sure if they're doing retroactive or backdate. You're going to want to check with the state, especially anything with unemployment. Now for the $600, I received my second, but not my dependent stimulus, all like first time. I'm not sure if I read that correctly. Maria Cook, if the stimulus passes now, how soon will we get it? It's supposed to be immediately. That's what they're talking about. Alicia, thank you, Duke. Thank you for saying thank you. Love that. Ingrid, good night, Duke. Good night, Ingrid. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for returning to visiting. Like, this is my home while I'm at home. But you guys are here. So maybe you guys can come one day. Are we getting 2,000? Don't know that. Can I file zero tax? Yes, you can. Didn't receive the second stimulus yet. If I didn't get it, how do I go about getting it since I'm a stay-at-home mom with no income? You want to file a 2020 tax return to claim the recovery rebate credit. Zara, do I claim a rebate when I file taxes in order to get the stimulus for my brother? Sorry. Or this should be, yeah, so you're going to claim the recovery rebate credit. Guys, and the recovery rebate credit is going to do one of two things. It's either going to increase the amount of your refund. Okay, so if you have a refund, it's going to increase your refund by $1,100. Or if you owe taxes, it's going to reduce the amount of taxes you owe. So let's say your refund is $2,000. You get the recovery rebate credit. Well, now your income is going to be $3,100. I mean, now your refund is going to be $3,100. I think that's a good one. But let's say you owe $2,000 in taxes. Okay. Well, now you owe $900 if that's your recovery rebate credit. So that's kind of how that credit works. Any unemployment stuff on the new bill? Not sure yet. So we'll figure that out tomorrow. We won't know till tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, Duke. Awesome. Yeah, Philip. Thank you for answering so many questions. So cool. It's so cool to see. Like, thank you, Philip. Thank you, Philip. It looks like like helping me out. That's so cool. Hondo, I really appreciate that. So tomorrow, Lord's willing, if you're playing, have great. Absolutely. Yeah. Damn, Duke, 88 likes. I know. So cool. Hey guys, if you have not liked this, dude, it's 53 of y'all, 54 and 90 likes. If you have not liked this, help me get to 100 likes. Can you get me to 100? I'm not sure if all you guys like that. I'm not sure if 10 of you guys are just sitting here chilling and have not liked it. But if we can get to 100, that'd be cool. Yeah, one tomorrow. We also haven't received. Yeah. Thank you for all the content. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you for saying thank you. Thank you for so much for answering my questions. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you for saying thank you. They were supposed to mail my check by the 6th, and I said I haven't got it. Anything I should do? If you have not received it by the time you file your 2020 tax return, you're going to want to claim the recovery rebate credit. Maria, thank you. You are absolutely welcome. Absolutely welcome. E. Ponce, you're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. Thank you, Duke. You're absolutely welcome. The comments should skip, guys. Mr. Duke, if my income in 2020 is less than $100,000, do I qualify for the $600 on my two kids and also $2K? And also $2K. I did not receive the stimulus check. Yeah, so you will. So if you're claiming those two kids and you made less than $100,000, then yeah, you should 100% qualify. Yeah, because you're going to be filing head of household. And that threshold is at $112,500. Leticia, thank you, dude, for what you do. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for saying thank you. If you guys haven't said thank you to Philip, looks like Philip's been helping out a lot too. Philip, thank you. If you owe child support for back will you still be able to afford it? So if you owe back child support, the second stimulus check is not going to be punished. Sorry, strawberry gang, right gang. Everyone, stop. Thanks, Philip. 95 likes. I saw it go to 95 likes. Now it's at 92. It's like 3 people unliked it. Don't know if it's true, but if some of Congress quit, will that affect any decision? Not 100% sure. Like, follow, will, the form. Thank you so much. Duke, focus on my question, please. You're the best, Duke. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for giving us time and welcome. You are absolutely welcome. If I owe fees to the IRS to get my taxes taken every year, will my taxes get taken if I get the credit? So more than like, unfortunately, yes. That's what it sounds like. I hope it wasn't like that. Guys, we're at 96 likes. 4 of my likes will be at 100, guys. 4 more of you guys. There's 53 of you watching. 4 more if you haven't liked already. I really appreciate your time. You're absolutely welcome. No, they're not supposed to touch the sick one for child support. Thanks, Duke and Philip. Shout out Philip too. Now for the third stimulus, is it for everybody as well? Also, do the depends qualify? So we don't know anything about this third stimulus. All we know is it's possible that there will be a $2,000 stimulus check, but that plan hasn't came out yet. So like plans are expected to drop tomorrow. Make sure you guys have it. If you haven't, dude, we're at 97 likes. It's only 3 more you guys can like it. We'll be at 100. Follow me on Twitter, guys, if you haven't already. It's at Duke Knows Taxes. You're the best, Duke. Thank you for being with us every night. Absolutely, guys. Thank you for joining every night. I'm doing my best to grow. Yay! Who was the 100th one? Oh, now it was at 101. Now it just dropped to 98. Oh. Thanks for 4 more likes. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, round of applause for Philip and Duke. Absolutely. So it's gonna be, don't know yet. Great for 8 months. Yeah. Thank you for staying away from us. Absolutely. I thank you guys for subscribing to the YouTube. I'm doing my best to try to blow this up. Yeah, guys. All right, so that looks like all the questions. If I missed your question, just ask it again. Other than that, I'm about to 2K stem me to bed. About to 2K stem me to bed. You see me yawning and yawning. We have 102. I hope it doesn't drop back now. Guys, thank you for everyone who liked the video and made it possible to reach 100 video and made it possible to reach 100 likes. If you, 103, I'll put that too. Okay. Thank you for whoever just liked it. The ones in the background who don't comment and maybe just watch the video, you guys are a real one. All right, guys. So yeah, do me a favor. If you enjoy these lives, go on my. This is a live I posted yesterday. So I think if I ended this live right now, you aren't able to comment. I don't know, but if you guys can, like, comment on the videos. To see, just say, hey, Nick, I love your lives, or just let me know how valuable it is. That would also help, little algorithm thing with YouTube. That's the only thing I really ask for in return for like giving my time to you guys. Of course, I'm gonna want something back, but you guys are already doing enough by subscribing to my YouTube, so I really appreciate that. You guys can drop some comments on my previous slides, just to let other people know, hey, this is really valuable. That'll help out too, but. This is my goal to grow this YouTube. And every one of you guys that keep joining us every night, you are part of this legacy that we are growing here. And from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate it. That's why you guys, like, I shut down the live on Instagram. I shut down live on TikTok. I shut down live on Facebook. And like sometimes on TikTok, it'd be like thousands of people watching. But it's like the 42 of you guys watching right now, you guys the real ones. So I give my time to you guys the most, and I really appreciate it. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you guys for coming once again. Bye-bye.